Hi guys, long time no see. I'm sorry we haven't uploaded a new video for a while. A lot has been going on for the past few months since I gave birth. But a lot of you guys have been asking when I'm gonna come out with new YouTube videos. Here are the boys. They are 6 months old today. A lot of you guys have been asking how my labor and delivery went. We were not allowed to take videos because I had to get a C-section. So my sister was the one who was with me when I gave birth. My mom couldn't go. So November 30th, I was going to my hospital for just a regular appointment with my brother. When I went to the appointment, we did the regular checkup. They checked my blood and everything. And then the doctor told me that she doesn't think that I can carry on. And I was 37 weeks pregnant. She told me that she doesn't think that I can continue to carry on because my stomach was very big. And when she checked my blood pressure, she said it is very high, which means the babies can be in distress. So she sent me to another hospital, which is near my hospital, and she told me that when I went to the hospital, they told me that I will be getting induced, which means they're gonna have to basically force me to give birth. So my brother was with me because my mom had COVID, so she couldn't go. So when I got to the place, they told me that I will be getting induced today because I will no longer be able to carry the babies. So when that was happening, I had to wait because we had complications with who was going to be with me, who was not. My brother wanted to be there, but you know, he's a guy and he didn't want to watch me give birth because he found that was weird watching me give birth. But he really wanted to be there. My mom wanted to be there. She couldn't be there because she had COVID. My neighbor had came, but the doctors had told my neighbor that
you had COVID.
Oh yeah. The doctors, I had COVID. They tested me. I didn't know I had COVID, but the doctors tested me for COVID, which is when you're pregnant, you have to get tested for COVID to make sure that the babies don't have COVID. The babies came out negative when they were born. I had COVID, so my neighbor had to leave because she has kids, so she can't get it. So, and her husband also he works at a hospital, so he can't get it. So I had COVID, so she had to leave. Then my big sister was the one who stayed with me to watch me give birth. So they had to okay, so there's this thing called a balloon. It's not an actual balloon. It's called a balloon that they have to put in you in order for you to give birth. Here's the weird thing now. They said these are fraternal twins. I don't believe that. I believe they're identical twins because fraternal twins have 2 different placentas, 2 different sacs, but they only popped 1 sac. So.
They're so into what you're saying. I love it. They're like, my mom is so smart. Look at her talk.
But they only popped 1 sac, so I believe they got some information wrong. And they look exactly alike, so.
I don't think so, but okay.
So, they popped 1 sac, and I gave birth to Josiah.
When did you give birth?
I gave birth to Josiah at 4.
The next day, December 1st.
The next day, December 1st, which is their birthday, I gave birth to Josiah at 4:22 in the morning.
PM.
PM. Oh.
In the afternoon.
In the afternoon. So I gave birth to Josiah, and they were both born premature. Josiah was 5 pounds, 10 ounces.
Which for twins is actually very normal.
Yes.
So the fact that you went 37 weeks pregnant with twins at only 4'9" and 115 pounds, that was a miracle by itself.
Yes. So, I tried to push with Noah. This is Noah. I tried to push with Noah, but he was sticking to the contour of my stomach. He did not want to come out. mind you, their due date was supposed to be December 16th. So he wasn't ready to come out. But since I had already given birth to Josiah, he had to come out. So they gave me 5 hours. They told me I have to wait 5 hours. If he doesn't come out within the 5 hours, I would have to get a C-section, which is called a cesarean section, something like that. Cesarean section. So he ended up not coming out. So I had to get a C-section. A lot of people asked me how did it feel. I didn't really feel nothing. I just felt a lot of tugging.
Why didn't you feel anything?
I had to get an epidural.
Epidural.
I don't know how to pronounce that. Epidural. It sounds
what is an
weird.
epidural?
An epidural is when, okay, so it has to be a male doctor. It cannot be a female doctor.
Why can't it be a female doctor?
Because, I don't know. They told me it just can't be a female doctor. So, I had a male doctor that did my, I'm going to say epidural. That did my epidural. He came in and basically, he had 3 needles and a long straw. It's not an actual straw. They just call it a straw. He had 3 needles. At first, I didn't want to get it. I wanted to go natural. Until my sister FaceTimed my mom, and my mom begged me to get it, and that's why I got it. I was not going to get that.
Shout out to mom for that.
Yay me. I don't like needles. So, I ended up getting it. I was scared out of my mind. It was going in my back. Well, your spine. So, he came in, and all he told me was, face front, don't move at all. So, you have to get 3 needles down the back. Not like down the back, but like that. And they hurt it. That was, believe it or not, that was like the worst pain out of my whole entire pregnancy. Everything else, I didn't feel nothing. But 3 needles, and then he had to put the straw in. I didn't feel when the straw went in. But till this day, I felt like there was a straw in my back, and they never took it out. But, you know. So, after that, I went completely numb. I ain't feel nothing. I tried to move my legs. That was not working. So,
you pushed out Josiah. What happened with Noah?
I pushed out Josiah, and Noah still didn't come out. I tried so hard pushing that boy out. He didn't come out.
That's Noah. That's Josiah.
This is Noah.
Yep, that's Josiah.
This is Josiah.
Go ahead.
So, they took me to the room to have the C-section.
Why did you have to have a C-section?
I just said that. Because Noah didn't, he was sticking right here. He didn't want to come out.
5 hours had passed.
5 hours passed, and
your cervix closed up.
My cervix closed up fast.
And so they had to do an emergency C-section.
So basically, they scared the crap out of my big sister, basically. Because, listen, I wanted to go to sleep after I gave birth to Josiah. I was like, you know, I'm going to go to sleep. I just wanted to sleep and take a shower. That's all I wanted to do. But they were talking to my big sister because I was out of it. I was high. They put me on a lot of medication because I was, So they told my sister, we're going to have to give your sister an emergency C-section because your nephew does not want to come out. That's what they told her.
The baby was going into distress.
Yeah, Noah was...
That's Noah.
Noah was going into distress, so they told her, we're going to have to give your sister an emergency C-section. My sister was not allowed to go with me. They told her that she had to stay in the other room with Josiah because he was already born. She had to stay in the other room with Josiah, so she wasn't allowed to go in with me. And also, we were not allowed to take no videos, so sorry. But we do have pictures, which will be included. So, they gave me the C-section. A lot of y'all asked, how does the C-section feel? I will not say that it's not painful because everybody's body is different. But for me, it wasn't painful. I didn't feel nothing. I just felt the tugging of the baby coming out, which is not painful because I still had the epidural and I was high off a whole bunch of medication. So I didn't feel nothing. But
one of the important parts that you don't want to leave out is that your blood was at a 0.4, which means that you lost a whole lot of blood and you were already anemic.
I was anemic. I had preeclampsia.
You had preeclampsia. Your blood level was supposed to be a 0.12. And your blood was at a 0.4, which means that you had lost too much blood. And at that point, the Ashanti called me and was like, Mom, it's time to pray for Nana because the doctors are saying it's not looking good for her. we might lose her and the baby. I think it's important for girls to know that part because, yeah, you see this, cute little babies, but when you were having them, you had them the worst way that probably anybody could have them, which is one vaginal and the other one C-section. And it was an emergency C-section. So 5 hours later, Noah comes out at 9:17 p.m.
And he was 5 pounds, 13 ounces.
Right, which is good weight for twins. What happened then? What did they do to you?
Oh, so they had put me on. I had a whole bunch of. I had 2 IVs.
They gave you blood transfusion.
Oh, can I get there?
My bad.
I had They gave me 2 IVs. At one point, I had 3 IVs, but they told me that there was no need for the 3rd IV, so they just left me with 2 IVs. I had a whole bunch of blood work. Like when I tell you, my arms was a mess. So I had a whole bunch.
You're like you were shooting up.
It looks like I was on crack.
That's not funny.
But they don't think it's funny.
I might cut that out the video.
So yeah, I had a whole bunch of IVs and stuff. So at that point, I lost too much blood, and I was already anemic, and I had preeclampsia. I had a lot of stuff. I was losing too much blood, so basically, I was dying, and Noah was dying. So they took Noah out, handled Noah. He was fine, but I was still like basically dying. So they put me on. They gave me 2 blood transfusions. But I didn't finish with the 2nd blood transfusion because...
The pint. They gave you 2 pints of blood. A blood transfusion, you could do it more than once. But what they did was they gave you 2 pints of blood.
I got 2... They gave me 2 pints of somebody else's blood. And, I just wanted to go to sleep, man. I just wanted to go to sleep. The whole time... When I got the C-section, I fell asleep. I fell asleep. The man, cause it was I think it was males did my C-section, not women. So he gave me a hot blanket, like it was warm, and I fell asleep. And they thought I was dead, but I fell asleep.
So can you talk to us, like talk to the girls out there, the girls that might be going through the similar situation? Whether they're having twins or not, or one baby or whatever, they're alone and they're scared, or, you know, a grandma that's trying to help her teen daughter with this situation. How did you feel when you came home?
Well, at first when I came home, I was fine. But it was the 2nd night that got real bad because...
Her legs were
Jesus, Mom,
the size of one of my legs, and I'm a big girl. It was scary.
Both of my legs is really swollen.
Because of the preeclampsia.
One of my legs, it was so fat that it looked like my whole leg was just about to pop. I was like, every time I walked on my foot, I thought it was going to pop. I was not going to have no leg. So, it was nighttime. Everybody was asleep. So, I had woke up because I was in a lot of pain. So, I went to the bathroom because I felt like I had to use the bathroom. And I started to cry because when I sat down, it started hurting so bad. And mind you, I was going through it. I was tired. I was still in pain. My C-section was hurting. So my mom heard me crying and she ran upstairs and stuff like that. And basically, I was just in a lot of pain.
My poor baby.
So I had to they gave me 800 doses of oxys, and you know that's like a drug, but I had to take it because if I did not take it, I would just...
The pain was too much. It's understandable.
I would just be out of it. But
show everybody how you was walking because of the blood transfusion. You want to show everybody?
That's embarrassing, man.
No, it's real. This is real life. We're not talking fakes. We're being real with these people.
I walked like that.
No, like how you was shaking though.
I don't know.
She was shaking like this.
I was still shaking because
of the blood transfusion.
I was getting used to
the other person's blood. Yeah, that's what the doctor said.
Let me tell y'all. When I was okay, everything was like fine, I told my mom. I sat down with my mom. I was like, Mom, so does this mean I'm another person? Cause I have somebody else's DNA inside.
She thought she had somebody's DNA in her because of the blood.
I asked her, I was like, what if they gave me...
Bless you, Papa.
What if they gave me a grown man's DNA? What if I got a baby's DNA inside of me. I just wanted to know who DNA was inside of me.
All right, Nana. We don't want to make the video too long. Wrap it up.
Okay. So that was basically it. Here's the boys, big, and this is Noah, the second.
What's his
born.
name? Like his full name. Don't say the last name. Just say his first and middle name.
This is Noah Steven.
Okay.
And this is Josiah Christopher.
Okay.
Who's
who? Like who's the funny one? Or do they have that yet? Or like
Josiah he's smiley. He likes us. He'll smile for the most littlest things, but he's like very calm. But when he cries, like that. Noah is the silly one.
Wipe his face.
Noah is the silly one. He talk all day.
He do.
They scream a lot.
We're learning sign language.
They scream so much, and then they like to wake up in the middle because they both sleep in the same bed as me because they don't like sleeping alone. But
all the trolls, please don't lecture her. We understand. She has a boppy pillow. Just relax.
She
So are we gonna be seeing more of you?
You guys will be seeing more of me. It's just from when I gave birth to now, it's been a lot going on. But you guys will be seeing more videos. I don't want to just keep doing like updates and vlogs because I feel like that's very boring for you guys. So we will be doing challenges and pranks on this channel, but you guys just have to give me ideas because I'm not really that intelligent when it comes to thinking. So
Don't say that.
yeah. Okay.
All right, end it.